EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
To kick off for Atlanta.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Option play, and Wilson's going to run with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play action. It's Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
56, the mark, boys, 56, check 56.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a 5-yard gain. Gets him to the 42.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The 43-yard line.
Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, a give to Davis. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Check 31, check 31.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
For the Falcons field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down at the 20-yard.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back center on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. He's checking. 21.
Now Ryan. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Falcons 3.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Ryan will throw again. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for Mike Davis.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. To throw again is Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Seahawks 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now it's Ryan.
At the 35-yard line.
The left side completion to Jones. 20.
I'm the best in the game.
Falcons. Julio Jones. 65 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Falcons 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action with Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Past the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Here's a quick throw right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's stop it!
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
56. It's Mike. 56. Right there. Right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. Well, the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
15 yards. First down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and a yard, Wilson, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Coleman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The tackle made.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is the absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, 78 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Younghoe Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 7-yard line.
This is Coleman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
26.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Check, check, block 54, block 54. 14. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing is Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. TJ Green with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
First and goal.
CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. He's back to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dante Fowler in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play.